Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today we are talking about The Ordinary, but more specifically, the products you need and the products you just don't. I'm really hoping this will help people explore and navigate the Ordinary skincare line, which has so many products, and it can be really difficult to work out which ones you do need in your skincare routine and the ones that you just don't need and you should save your money on. Now, this isn't an exhaustive list, and I always encourage people to do their own research and do some mix and matching, but I do think I pulled together the list of the products that if you want to just start a basic skincare routine using products from The Ordinary, which are cheap, cruelty-free, effective, and some great formulations, then hopefully this video will be a really great place to start. I want to run through my favourites and how I would piece them together in a skincare routine for you, and then call out at the end some of the products which I think you should give a little bit of a miss to. Got quite a lot to say, so let's jump straight in and talk about it, but I would like to hear from you in the comments about any other products you think I've missed out or you'd like to see, and how any of these products have worked with you. Let's get the conversation going, so leave me a comment below. So, in terms of the two absolute holy grail products that anybody, doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or a skincare connoisseur, should have in their skincare routine, I'd say it's these, which is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid and the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you some of, the visuals. If I haven't got the product in my routine at the moment, I'll leave an image of it there and I'll share it with you if I do. I've left links to all the products below if you do want to check them out in more detail. So I do apologise, for some of the products looking a bit ratchet, because I do use these every single day. So if they're not in pristine condition, I just think it's proof that I do actually use these and love them. These two products are just perfection. So in terms of affordability, both of them are at £5 here in the UK, so around the $7 mark in the US. And that's a really good price point for a really effective cleanser and moisturizer. The cleanser goes on like in fact, I'm going to do a whole video on how to get the most out of this product because I do get a lot of questions, but it goes on as like a gel, it emulsifies into an oil, then to a milk, and then you wash it off the skin. You could use this as a standalone cleanser. Forget your double cleansing. It's great if you have time to do it and you like to double cleanse, but if you don't have the time or inclination to double cleanse, just use this product because it will get off all the dirt, the debris, the SPF. It won't clog your pores and it'll do a beautiful job just leaving the skin clean, fresh, and prepped for the rest of your skincare routine. Same with the opposite end of your skincare routine. This Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid is just the cheapest, easiest, most affordable way of topping up for your skincare routine, getting some extra hydration in your life without breaking the bank or having anything too complex in your routine. Do you really need a super complex and difficult to understand and apply moisturizer? No. This is totally compatible with your skin anyway, so it minimizes the risk of sensitivity and irritation, though I do say patch test as I would with all of these products. Just a beautiful product to top off your skincare routine. Lock in everything that you've put on your skin and make sure that you don't suffer with any dehydration or water loss as you go through your day. Now, once you've got your skin cleansed and prepped and ready to go, you can choose from a multitude of exfoliants that the Ordinary have. I think it could be super confusing to know which exfoliant to use, which is why I've already done a video on that if you want to check it out in more detail. I'll leave a link to it there. But I actually think in terms of the products that you need in your routine, this just has to be it. This is the lactic acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary. The reason I say you need this in your routine is because it's pretty much applicable to all skin types. If you're super dry, you can use lactic acid because it will hydrate. If you're oily, you can use lactic acid because it will prevent breakouts and pore clogging and will over time give you a really nice resurfacing and retexturing to the skin. It's suitable for all skin types, so to take the hassle out of knowing which product you should and shouldn't use in your exfoliation step, just reach for this. It'll deliver the results in reasonably short space of time and your skin will love you. They do a 5% version, which I think is perfect for people with sensitive skin. So if you're worried about incorporating an exfoliating acid into your routine, or you think you might be on the sensitive side, reach for the 5% and then graduate up to the 10%. But the lactic acid is definitely a product I would say you need in your routine. A lot of people ask me, it comes with a slight sort of orangey coloration. That's just some of the natural botanicals they put in there to calm any sensitivity you could get from the product. It hasn't got colorants and artificial colorants in, so you don't need to worry about that if you do want to skip that from your routine. Now this to me seems like the basics. So you're going to have smooth skin thanks to your exfoliating lactic acid. You're going to have cleanse so your skin is fresh and ready to receive your treatments. And you can moisturize with a really great and effective moisturizer to top off your routine. You then need to mix and match with what you want to put into your skincare routines in terms of serums. And I say that's real personal choice. But the ones that I definitely think products you need and you should definitely buy, whether you use them occasionally or every single day, I think every skincare nerd and connoisseur through to the beginners should have these in their routine. Number one is this, which is the argireline solution 10%. If you watched this channel before, you knew this was coming. I have lived by this literally twice a day, every day for the past 3 years. Argireline is a peptide which goes into the skin and almost mimics the effect of Botox, but on a lower scale. You know, you're not going to get that face paralysis that people see with Botox, and nobody wants a paralyzed face. It's not a great look. We talk with our eyes and with our frowns and our lines. We need to have that movement in our face. So if you want a gentle reduction in the amount of fine lines and wrinkles on the skin, this should be your go-to. It works on those fine lines and wrinkles triggered by movements around the lips. You've got the forehead frowns, you've got the crow's feet. This will just help over time reduce those, and I'd say you'd see around a 25% reduction in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles after using one bottle. Why I say you need this is it's £5. So it's like $7 over in the US, and all you need is a small drop. This will last about 2 months, and you'll get stunning results. So if you're spending loads of money on bougie anti-aging products, those moisturizers that you don't think are doing anything, toss them to one side and pick up this. For £5, I find it baffling that people would be using other anti-aging products before they have this in their skincare routine. An absolute must have. In a similar vein, in terms of it being a treatment, because you'd use this on the areas, use the Argireline on the areas where you have those dynamic fine lines and wrinkles, you also need this in your life, which is the caffeine solution 5%. I love this. If you suffer with any puffiness or discoloration under the eye, this is a must. And whilst not everybody does, I think everybody should have this in their routine. For those days that you do sometimes wake up and feel like you've not had the right amount of sleep. You've maybe partied a little hard. I mean, a chance to be a fine thing in 2020. But say, things start getting back to normal and we start going out more. We have a few late nights. Maybe, you have a new baby and you're not getting the amount of sleep that you need. For whatever reason, we don't always get the right amount of sleep in our lives. And this will save you. This cheats, I'd say this adds about 2 hours onto your sleep every night in terms of the appearance of the under eye area. So those of you suffering with 6 hours sleep when you should be getting 8, throw this in your routine and honestly, it will save your under eye area. I love this product. You put it on, leave it on 5 minutes. You can leave it on for the rest of the day if you're not putting concealer on. If you want to conceal, just wipe this off with a cotton round and then add your concealer on the top. Beautiful benefits. All that darkness, discoloration and puffiness around the eye, gone in a second. Combine it with your Argireline solution, you'll have no fine lines and wrinkles, and it will take 10 years off your appearance. And who doesn't want that in their life? Now, while we're coming on kind of improving the texture of the skin, a couple of other things I think everybody should have in their skincare routine is an antioxidant. Antioxidants work really well with your SPF to just double down on the protection that you can get. They fend off, they almost provide like a shield, if you think of it like that, as a shield against oxidative stresses and free radicals. If you live in a city and you're surrounded by particulate matter, pollution, the air quality isn't where you want it to be, it's almost essential to have an antioxidant in your routine, because all that dirt, debris, particulate matter, pollution, emissions, they attack your skin cells and cause stress, which then leads to hyperpigmentation, aging, and some other things that you just don't want in your skin and in your life. So adding an antioxidant just helps to do that, and the Ordinary ones are super hydrating as well. I did a whole video on the Ordinary antioxidants, which I'll leave a link to up there, but the two that I would reach for and choose one of these is either Pycnogenol, which I think is more hydrating and great for people that have slightly drier skin types, or you can go for the resveratrol plus ferulic acid, which is just a great all-round multi-purpose antioxidant. Both are superb and I would recommend, but I'd say the resveratrol is better if you have oilier skin and the Pycnogenol is better if you have drier skin. So pick the one to suit you and make sure it's in your routine. Similarly, I always recommend people have a vitamin C in their morning routine. Now, there is a baffling array of vitamin C's on the market. You have different strengths, different types, you have creams, serums, cleansers. It's like impossible to know what to do with your vitamin C. So I was just going to make it easy and say everybody should go out and buy the ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate solution in vitamin F from The Ordinary. You won't be able to spell that and Google it. Don't worry, there's a link in the description box. Click that if you want to buy it. Just makes life a little bit easier. That is the only vitamin C you need in your life. It's a derivative, so it won't be stinging, it won't be painful, it won't give that tingling and prickliness that you get with some vitamin C's. You can use every other product in your routine alongside it. You don't have to cut out peptides and other things like that. So it mixes beautifully well with the Argireline solution, for example, and it will hydrate at the same time. So I do hear people that have oily skin say, this is enough moisturization. I don't actually need a moisturizer. This gives me all the hydration I need, which is fantastic. If you're dry, it almost acts like a facial oil, and then you can top it off with your moisturizer on top. These are just stunning. It's just a stunning formulation and product, and I think people really should. If you're worried about dullness, maybe a loss of elasticity in the skin, and you want to bring back that glow from within, you know, like you are glowing to the gods, like your best summer skin game, even in winter, this product will deliver it. And vitamin C is fantastic at not only helping with some anti-aging and antioxidant benefits, but it will just brighten and lift the skin. And who doesn't want that in their life? So I would definitely recommend you pick up that product from The Ordinary. It's another must-have. Now, I'm going to stop there in terms of the must-have products. And a lot of people are going to think that's a little bit unusual because, you know, would we want a retinol in our lives? Probably. Other peptides? Absolutely. The reason I'm not including them in this video is I wouldn't say they're must-have from The Ordinary. There's loads of great options available in The Ordinary in terms of peptides and retinols, but I say that it's really good to shop around. So I did my best retinol serums video, which I'll link up there. If you want to include a retinol, you can check that video out, and there's some really great recommendations for all price points and skin types. I think it's really important to make sure you tailor your retinol to your skin type, which is why I don't want to include it in this video. I did a separate video, so that just makes the whole process a little bit easier for you. Now, with the good, the ding 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 holy grail, go out and buy them products, which I've just mentioned. And if you do, here in the UK, if you went to and bought them all, you'd have a beautiful skincare routine, which would come in at £39. So for around $50, you've got a ready-made, perfect skincare routine that's cruelty-free, super effective, and will deliver some really great benefits to the skin. There are, however, with The Ordinary, some products you just don't need in your life. Now, this is a little bit subjective. I don't think you need them. I think there's better alternatives out there, and they didn't work that well for me. But I do understand that all skincare is subjective, and if you like any of these products, continue to use them. If you've tried them and think, oh my god, this actually works better than other products, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not all about shading. These just, I don't think, work for the vast majority of people, and you really should look to other brands and other products for these steps in your routine. Number one is SPF. I'm not saying, just to make it totally clear, I'm not saying you don't need an SPF in your routine. I just don't think you need an SPF from The Ordinary in your routine. They're a bit ashy, they go on a bit thick, they're a bit irritating, they just don't work for me, they don't work for most people, they're certainly not going to work for people with darker skin tones than myself. It's a firm pass. Fortunately, I did do a video on sunscreens, the tried and tested ones that I love. I'll leave a link to up there. So if you want a really good, trusted and tried and tested SPF in a really nice formula, then check out that video because it'll give you some ideas of the ones you want to use. I'm also going to throw into the products I don't think you need the rest of the vitamin C's. So you have got your ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate derivative, beautiful, giving you all that glow, giving you all the goodness of vitamin C with none of the side effects. So why would you reach for any of the others? Now, I will make one exception to this, which is the 100% L-ascorbic acid powder, which I do really like as a mask. So I actually use it as a treatment mask and mix it with some of the natural moisturizing factors once a week, apply it to the skin, and it just gives you that like glow boost. And yes, it can prickle a little bit because it's a pure form of vitamin C, but it's really good at just boosting up your glow game if your skin's feeling a little lackluster and a bit dull. So I do think there's definitely a place for the 100% L-ascorbic acid powder in your routine, and I do really like that product. But the rest of the vitamin C's from The Ordinary, I think, are a little bit complicated. I think they can be a little bit hard to incorporate into your routine. Some are a little bit strong. For me, this is just a pass. Get yourself the ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate solution, and then maybe get the 100% L-ascorbic acid powder if you want to boost it up a notch and do a little mini treatment once or twice a week. Now, I've got two more products that I just don't think you need to have in your routine. And one is going to shock you. One is the peeling solution. Now, hear me out. So a lot of you have said you've recommended it in the past. I use it. I love it. Why are you including it on this? Not because I don't think you do need it in your routine. It can add a great boost to everybody's weekly exfoliation game. I use it every single week and my skin loves it. It's like a super strength exfoliant with a 30% AHA and a 2% BHA. So this is going to not only resurface the skin, it's going to clean out the pores, and it is a beautiful product. Did a whole review on how to get the most out of it, which I'll leave a link to up there because you do want to check that out before you use it. But the reason I'm including this, and you don't need this in your life, is I think everybody reaches for this because it's huge on TikTok. I think, right, this is a product that's going to solve all my skincare issues. I'm getting it, I'm using it, and my skin is going to love it. And then they're surprised when they get sensitivity, they get peeling, redness, it doesn't work for them. This product is great for people who have no sensitivity in their skin. It's great for people that want to take their exfoliation game up a notch and already have some quite established skincare rules and goals and aims. That can really work for you to just help you achieve those and boost the overall appearance of your skin. If you're a skincare beginner and novice, I just don't think this is the right product for you. I think it'll be too strong. There's a risk that you could use it incorrectly and damage the skin. And there's just some other, like the lactic acid, will give some great results. I don't think you need to reach for this. Great product if you're a skincare enthusiast and want to kick your routine up to the next level. I love it, I fangirl over it, and I use it every single week. But you've got to apply a lot of caution, which is why I think we should stop saying everybody needs this product, and actually you should think about whether you need it, and if you do, buy it. If you don't, there are some other products available to you. You don't feel like you don't feel like you're missing out because you don't have this in your routine. Finally, I'm going to include the niacinamide. So the Ordinary do their like game-changing, amazing niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% solution. People love this, and it's another one of those viral on TikTok things. It works beautifully well if you have oily skin. This will help to mattify the skin, remove any excess oil, and help regulate the oil production to prevent breakouts and brighten the skin. Niacinamide, stunning. Definitely need it in your routine. Do you need this product? I think unless you're super oily, you just don't. It's going to be so drying for the skin. I would instead reach for something from one of the other brands, and there are so many great niacinamide serums out there. I did a video on applying niacinamide and using the right product for your skin type, so I'll link that up there. Check that out if you found that this product just didn't work for you, or you're on the drier skin side of things. Definitely don't reach for this because it will dry your skin out and cause some irritation. If, like me, you are a grease ball morning through night, this will be your holy grail product. You'll absolutely love it. I just don't think everybody should have it in their skincare routine. You need to tailor your niacinamide to your skin type. So there you are, guys. Those products from The Ordinary you need in your routine, plus a whole skincare routine from The Ordinary if you want a basic skincare routine, and those that I just don't think you do need in your life. I'd love to know what you think. Leave me a comment below. A few of you that have watched this channel before will probably call me out and say, what about the retinols? You hate the retinols. Why isn't this like on the products you don't need? That's because actually they work for some people, and on the body, as an effective, affordable retinol for the body, they're amazing. The azelaic acid, a lot of people say always say you need an azelaic acid. You do, but I don't think The Ordinary works for everybody. So that's why I've been a little bit on the reserved side. You've got a great beginner's skincare routine from The Ordinary, and some of the products that hopefully you'll think twice before purchasing and spending your money on. I'd love to know your thoughts. Leave me a comment below, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.